Well, good morning, Jeff, and welcome to the International Training and Research Center. I'm Coach Lou Marquez. Thanks for coming out today. Today what we're going to do is look at some of the information that we've captured through the use of the computer-aided tracking system, CATS, or the Shot Repeatability Analysis Report. And we're going to look at the areas that you shine on and the areas that we need to address to kind of improve your physical game. So we're going to look at your overall positioning, start, and kind of look at your setup at first. Good athletic pose, knees slightly soft, slight back angle, slight posture leaning to the right, so you can kind of see that here, really good. So good start of your stance, head over the ball in good position. Right hand under the ball, left hand now could be a little bit more useful here, help support it just a little bit more. Maybe minimize some of that grip pressure a little bit, evenly balance it a little bit. So just a little positive criticism there. But overall, very good start, very good setup. Okay? So let's get you moving. Let's get you in motion. And we're going to do in slow motion. Crossover on the first step. You're a 4-step approach bowler. So we're going to clear a path right there for keeping this ball nice and tight to the body. Hand behind the back of the ball, which is really, really good. Okay? Moving in now into the second step. And getting into the third step in the power step here. And as you push and drive, you're going to drive on through, get into your slide, and finish off the shot. Left arm out for balance, good position, trail leg moving out of the way, clearing, and then coming through. Okay? Now, one thing that I would say initially, looking from the front view, is that some of the things that I want to see from the catch report to the physical game is that I want to look at how straight that swing really truly is. So I'm going to bring up a different video next to kind of see how we can strengthen up your targeting and your breakpoint control, because we did see that the launch angle of that was affected by something going on. So I can definitely see it here in the back view that the swing is not as straight as it can be. And remember we talked about that 1 degree of movement can sometimes magnify to 12 inches down lane. So what we're looking for is in the start that the ball stay underneath your head, and we can see that in the front view camera. It stays underneath your head really good and you have good position, but as it comes back now from this region, we want to keep that ball nestled in underneath you. Now as it moves back, you'll see it start moving outside of that slot. Okay. So that tells us that there's a misalignment of the swing, and it's creating that redirection at the bottom. Okay. So this position, depending on where your release is, as it comes back down, depending on where your hand is, can create some issues where the ball can either go in or it can go out sometimes, depending on where your release is, because it's been redirected from the top of the backswing.
Gotcha.
Okay, so if your hand is in the ball too long, it's a tug in. If we drop out of the thumb really quickly, it's a leak to the right. Okay, so because of that. So what we want to do is make sure that the swing slot stays straighter. So we're going to work on techniques to allow us to keep that hand and that ball behind our head more at the release point. All right, so those are the areas we want to control. Second thing I want to work on is the distance from the foul line. It's quite noticeable here, the amount of room you have from here to the foul line. So that would contribute sometimes in possibly hitting up on the ball. And you can see how much air time that ball has trying to get over that foul line. All right, so we want to get a little closer and get into a good athletic position to get this head over the ball and over the knee, which you're in good position, but we want to do it closer. Okay, so we're going to create a little bit more room here and get you a little bit closer. Another thing too I might want to work on, and this would be your left arm, just leading a little bit more, allowing your left shoulder to lead a little bit more in front. So when you drop and separate from the ball, your left shoulder is now either to your side or behind you. So that sometimes can get a little aggressive and cause that right shoulder to be too far forward. So let's see it on the side view. Let's take a peek. See how that left arm is no longer non-existent?
Right.
Okay, so as we come back, matter of fact, there you can see your left hand. It's right
Back.
there, peeking right behind you. It's just there peeking, and there's your hand. There it is. See that left shoulder now, where the left arm is? So now both arms are behind you as you're trying to release the ball. All right?
It should be more in front.
It should be either in front of you at a certain point and then slowly migrate to the side. So what we're going to be looking for is that we start to develop a technique so that when you separate from the ball, as soon as that ball drops into the swing, move this over, that left arm stays leading more. So that left arm stays leading more out in front. Okay? And that allows you to keep that swing tucked in where you need to and allow the right shoulder to close on its own when it needs to. Okay? So those are the key areas that I want to work on with you today. And that's going to help to strengthen up our down lane control, our accuracy at the arrows, and so forth. Timing was not an issue, so we're not going to go into there because it's pretty strong.
Okay.
All right?